The best way we can spur that kind of innovation is to either create regulations that say, figure it out, and if you don't figure it out, then you're going to pay a penalty, or to create something like a carbon tax, which gives an economic incentive for businesses to do this. Now, I'll be honest with you. In the current environment in Congress and certainly internationally, the likelihood of an immediate carbon tax is a ways away. But if you look at what we're doing just with power plants, a major source of greenhouse gases, we put forward something called the Clean Power Plan, Clean Power Rule, as a centerpiece of our climate change strategy. And we did this under existing authorities under the Environmental Protection Act. And what we're saying to states is, you can figure out the energy mix, but you've got to figure out how to reduce your carbon emissions. And you need to work with your utilities, and you need to work with your companies, and come up with innovative solutions. And we're not going to dictate to you exactly how you do it, but if you don't start reducing them, you're going to have problems. And we'll come up with a plan for you. So the good news is that in the past, where we create an incentive for companies, it turns out that we're more creative, we're more innovative, we typically solve the problem cheaper, faster than we expected, and we create jobs in the process. And if you doubt that, I'll just give you two quick examples, because this is probably a pretty young audience, and I know this is going to seem like ancient history, but when I arrived in college in Los Angeles in 1979, I still remember the sunsets were spectacular. I mean, they were just these amazing colors. It was like, I'd never seen them before because I was coming from Hawaii, and I started asking people, why are the sunsets here so spectacular? They said, well, that's all smog, man. Right. It's creating the psychedelic stuff that normally is not seen in nature because the light's getting filtered in all kinds of weird ways. You couldn't run for more than 10, 15 minutes on an alert day without really choking up the same way you still do in Beijing. Well, LA is not pristine today, but we have substantially reduced smog in Los Angeles because of things like the catalytic converter and really rigorous standards.